Saturday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your affirmation energy reading for today, Saturday, August 10th, 2024. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. Everything you do here truly helps this channel grow and is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. If you would like to offer a donation for this reading, or for this channel, you can do so through PayPal or Cashapp. Those links are in the description below. If you would like to purchase something off of my Amazon wish list as a gift, that link is in the description below. If you would like a personal reading, the email address to contact me is in the description below. Again, thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. Let's see what our energy is on this beautiful and blessed Saturday, August 10th, 2024. Here we go. One card, two cards. All right. We have the Five of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. So something has happened to kind of throw you off your game and get you very much in your head. And the King of Swords energy, that divine masculine energy, is trying to convey to you through spirit, through source, through people who may be around you having conversations, through birds or butterflies or spirit guides, that sometimes there will be loss, and sometimes there is a lesson to be learned through that loss. And sometimes that loss hits us so hard that we forget that on the other side of that, there are things to be grateful for. We get in our head, we become very insecure, we become very doubtful, we become very feeling of insignificant, feeling of unworthiness, feeling of being undesired, unwanted, unneeded, unheard. And the King of Pentacles wants to remind you that you have so much to be grateful for. And even though you may be going through a period or a time of loss, of uncertainty, of insecurity, of self-doubt, that you are abundant in so many more ways. So the Emperor is like, let's tap into that. Right? Let's sit down, pen and paper in hand, get on your computer, whatever it is that you do, and let's start changing those thoughts. Let's look at all the things that we have to be grateful for. Let's look at all the things we have achieved and manifested. Let's look at all the things that we have acquired and we have desired and acquired. Let's look at all the reasons that we have to be grateful. Whatever this emotional thing is, was a thing that had happened at some point in time in your life, and it does not make you you. The insecurities, the doubt, the lack of self-worth, all of that does not make you you. What makes you you are all the successes and accomplishments and the gratitude that you have for the positions of being, for the energy of being in the position that you are in, of success and stability and balance, and how you react to the certain things in your life. If you react to those hard-hitting things with sadness or insecurity or doubt, then you are lowering your vibrational energy to that energy, and that is more of what you will receive. If we look at whatever this thing is as a blessing in disguise and learn from it, learn from it. Learn how to nurture yourself. Learn how to accept it. Learn how to say, okay, maybe that wasn't for me. Let's try it a different way, or try it again, or not try it at all. Let's make a plan. Let's create a course. Let's be gentle with ourselves, but also be devoted to success and completion, and changing that negative mindset and allowing that moon to kind of give us the not just the illumination that we need to reach our goals, but I think the moon also kind of shows us what exactly we're talking about. That through a time of loss or uncertainty or insecurity or doubt, that there also is a reason to recognize your accomplishments, right? And I think that we have a hard time balancing that. I think we have a hard time through heartache saying, you know what, maybe I didn't succeed at this, but let's look at all the other things that I did succeed at. And just because this wasn't one of them doesn't mean that my life is over. It doesn't mean that I won't accomplish anything ever again. It just means that I have to find a way to navigate through the pain that I'm feeling because of the loss, and try to find a success within all of this. So, and that's where the strategic planning comes in. That's where creating that roadmap, that plan comes in. And if we set ourselves down and said, you know what, regardless win or lose, I am going to attempt to try this, achieve this, succeed at this. And if I don't, I know that the way that I tried maybe wasn't the best way for me. So I'm going to try it in a different way, and then a different way, and then a different way. Ever heard the saying, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again? And I think one of the big issues is that we get a lot of this is what I think you should be doing from other people, instead of listening to our own intuition and listening to our own divine guidance within self. So I think that Six of Swords is that following one's intuition, following one's own divine guidance, and not allowing those obstacles to define you and who you are. If at first you don't succeed, get up, nurture yourself a little bit, get out of your head and try again, because you will succeed. That Justice card is things coming into balance. That Justice card is things working out in your favor. That Justice card is about having blind faith in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish here. And if it means changing your way of thinking, or going in a different direction, or just starting over, then that's what it means, right? We don't have to see that first stumbling block as a complete loss. We have to make a commitment, which is exactly what that Emperor is. The Emperor is a commitment of following through. And that Five of Cups energy and that Nine of Swords energy is what you have to be healing from or healing through, right? We can't allow what has not happened to be the energy that we rest in. Does that make sense? So, ooh, my nose is burning. So it is time to set up boundaries and recognize that there is this, that we are all connected in some sort of infinite way. And I think that is funny that the boundaries card came out with the infinity symbol in it, because I was at Ace Hardware over the weekend, and I was coming out and I stepped down into the parking lot, and there was this ring on the ground, and it's an infinity ring, silver and gold, just base metal, infinity ring. And I thought that was weird, because last week I also had a conversation with someone about infinity, about how we're, all divinely created, and we are all intertwined, and everything that in infinity means. And it was interesting that I found that ring. So you're coming into a time of prosperity. Once you decide to heal from whatever the loss was, to make a commitment not to give up, to set the boundaries you need to set, you're coming into this time of prosperity, which is what the King of Pentacles is. We have the Trinity: balance, decisions, priorities, adapting to change. And there is the need to adapt to change, because that Five of Cups and that Nine of Swords is going to bring some sort of sense of change. And we need to adapt to that, make the decisions, balancing decisions that we have here, and make the healing and the commitment a priority before moving forward into this prosperity energy. Make those boundaries a priority. We are right in this moment talking about this, making decisions, taking risks, planning. And our last card is shadow. So doing the shadow work. And I think the shadow work is important here because if you were doing the shadow work, I don't think that that Five of Cups energy and that Nine of Swords energy would have hit you as hard as it did. Maybe there were a lot of repressed emotions in regards to what had happened, and it just kind of hit you all at once, but it hit you at a time when you were in a place and a space of making plans and coming into this prosperity and moving in another direction, and then it hit you, and then everything kind of stopped and went sideways. So it's extremely important that we make a commitment to doing the shadow work. We make a commitment to making the plans, to making the decisions. We make a commitment to balancing those decisions and making what we desire or want to do a priority, and adapting to the change that those priorities create. And healing and setting those boundaries are equal of importance. And sometimes, depending on the situation, the healing can be a little bit more important, or the boundaries can be a whole lot more important than anything else we see here. So with that boundaries card, I want to say be very careful who you share your plans, your dreams, your desires with. Be very careful who you share your successes with. Equally as careful as who you choose to talk to when it comes to the sadness, the insecurities, the doubt, because there are some people who may be in your energy who will take those insecurities, that sadness and that doubt, and use them against you every time. So it's important that you set boundaries. It's important that you make the commitment to heal, to balance those decisions, to adapt to the change, to make the plans, and to do the work. Know that you are, not yet. All right, so again, thank you for turning up and tuning in. We have listened to wisdom. And I think that when I talked before earlier in the reading about listening to your guides, regardless of what form they come in, be it birds or through music or through conversation or through elders or through your spirit guides or through dreams, I think that listening to that wisdom, and when I see this card, I always kind of think of the movie Pocahontas, the Disney film, to where she talks about the wisdom coming from Mother Tree or Grandmother Tree, and the wisdom that is on the wind, how she kind of, and it's kind of like in Moana too, when she's talking and she's in the boat and she wants to go and it's not going, and she starts talking to the ancestors, and the breeze picks up and the boat goes, and it takes her to, that destination, whatever that destination is. Listen to the wisdom on the wind. Listen to the ancestors. Listen to those who are wiser, who have come before you. And again, I want to again, I want to talk about the boundaries. Making sure that you are not sharing all of these things with people who may hold them or use them against you. All right. Know that you are divinely guided and loved. And until next time.